What's up, guys? Alan here with EatSleepTrade.net. Going to be bringing you guys the swing trading watch list and market update for the week of 11/28/2016. It is the final week of November as we wrap up these last couple of days, and the S&P 500 has reclaimed our uptrend. So that's big news for the overall market as the market continues to ramp higher. Are we beginning to get close to a sell-off? We're going to talk about that in this video. As always, if you guys appreciate these videos, please do me a favor, hit that like button down below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe for future videos and leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys got on your watch list going into next week, as I always come across some great ideas from you guys, and I really appreciate that. Alright guys, first up, let's take a look at the S&P 500. Just as we mentioned, we've reclaimed our uptrend line. Though we lost it for a little while here, we did now reclaim it. So that's a pretty interesting thing to notice right now, that the bulls were strong enough to buy it right under this 2100 level and push it all the way back up to our last trend line. 20-day moving average has crossed above the 50-day moving average. That was one of the things we said to watch for, that it looked like that was going to be happening this week as the market pushes its way to all-time highs, which it also did do, hitting new highs for the S&P 500. The 20 and 50 moving averages crossing up to a bullish pattern there, and we've obviously remained above that set of lower high resistance that we were able to break out of. So pretty interesting there. Being up this much, it does seem like the market could be looking at a correction or maybe a little consolidation or pullback coming up. But right now, the market remains strong. So we're going to continue trading what is happening. And what is happening is a lot of breakouts, multi-day runners, and huge opportunity. It's actually becoming difficult right now to find stocks that haven't broke out or aren't overextended. So there's just a very minimal amount of stocks that are set up nicely, pulled back consolidation, or some type of pattern that is giving us a good risk reward, and those are the stocks that we're going to focus on going into next week. As always, we keep our risk in check. If the market does decide to turn around and sell off, we will be ready for that. So those are the main things to watch into next week. Obviously, this 2190, 2200 area is going to be an area we want to now see turn to support. So any moves up or consolidation sideways or back, this is going to be a key area of support to hold. The 20-day moving average, we want to continue up above that 50-day moving average as it starts to climb in an upward direction, confirming a bullish trend. Alright guys, so let's take a look at some of the stocks on our top watch going into next week. One thing I just want to show you guys real quick is just an example of what the markets are looking like right now. And this is a scan that we go over in a couple of our videos. It's a scan I literally run every couple of days, and I'm pulling stocks off of this to add into my watch list up here on the top right. And through that, I create these top watches, scanning through the stocks of this watch list that I created with the scans right here on FinViz. AINV, you could see that's on my top watch this week. It was on our watch list last week for this exact little breakout move that it had over resistance, so we'll talk about that. But what I really wanted to know is the number of stocks that came up on the scan this week. And there's only 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. These are the only stocks that are trading over 500,000 volume, small caps with over 1.5 relative volume, and under 30 bucks. That's all that's available. When this happens, what I like to do is go into the volume, and we can bring the volume down. 200K is probably the minimum that I'll go, but even here at 200K, that's all the charts that we have, 6 or 7. And that's not a whole lot of stuff to choose from right now. So keep that in mind, that if you don't take the time to compile a watch list of strong stocks like I've done here, you cannot type any parameters into a scanner and get this list of stocks right here. It'll never happen. This list of stocks I've compiled for 2 or more years, adding and removing strong stocks to this watch list right here. And every week I go through it and I pick my favorite setups, and those are the stocks that I focus on for the week. All right, guys, first up on the list, let's take a look at AINV. This was on watch last week for this exact breakout move right here on good volume to come over resistance, which we just barely cleared on Friday. So this is going to be a very top watch into next week for a continuation move up and over the high a day, which is right around 620, 621. The 20-day moving average is officially above that 50-day, and it looks like it is ready to start curving up and trending higher. This stock really looks like it's ready to make a pretty decent breakout move. So keep it on close watch over that 620, 621 area and see if we can get some continued volume. Next, let's take a look at AMD. Gotta love this one. Couldn't trade it enough times. So got a nice little flag setting up now, and I think that once again just presents a very nice opportunity for us. Oops, I do not want that to be orange. Presents a very nice opportunity for us, and look at the range on the candle on Friday. You cannot get a tighter range than that. I mean, you're talking the low of 869 and a high of 891. It's less than 30 cents worth of range on a stock that can move, you know, $1, $2 in 3 or 4 days. So you get this tight range day, pullback, consolidation, flag, however you want to call this pattern right here. You have a big ramp up and it pulls back, and you have a tight range, low volume. That gives you good risk reward. Automatically, this is on watch for a nice breakout move higher over 920, 930 and heading to 10 bucks. Next, let's take a look at AMRN. Really nice chart forming right here. This is actually a user submitted. So if you were the fine gentleman that submitted this chart to me and brought it to my attention, I appreciate. As I told you, I put it on my swing trading watch list, which is the big list here that I just showed you. And I was going through those stocks today and seeing this nice guy set up here, again tempting the top of that channel here right around 350 or so resistance area, and it's putting in a nice set of lower highs. Our moving averages are on the right side to show an uptrend, and we're going to look for a continuation move, or basically a move out of this flag consolidation and move back up towards 350, 360s. Let's take a look at ATW. This one, another one, been on watch for a while now. Confirmed the higher low for us, and the stock did break slightly out of this little wedge pattern, peaked out a little bit, now pulling back. We'll see if it can hold that 50 20-day moving average. If we do put another higher low here to the top side of the wedge, I think that gives us a good shot to move back up towards 9 and get through that $9 area. Let's take a look at LNTH. Another setup very similar to that AMRN. You got that set of higher lows coming in and a set base resistance here at 10. This was on watch this week here for that breakout of 10, and actually traded some good volume. Did come out of 10, made a high of 10.85, but was short-lived. Failed back below into our pattern here. And but again, found support. Buyers stepped in as it sold off, and here we are testing 10 again. Got a red day consolidation right under that 10 area. Again, gives you that good risk reward when you could use a low a day that has such a tight range. So look for this to break out again through 10, and I'm going to be looking at another opportunity for that. Let's take a look at MACK, another one we've had on watch for quite a while. If you guys notice, a lot of these names we talk about over and over and over again, and that's one of the strongest aspects of my trading strategy, is trading the same stocks that I keep making money on, trading the same stocks that continue higher, and trading the same stocks that set up over and over and over again, and we continue to make winning trades on. So MACK making a nice flag here and actually attempting to start to come up to the top side back over that 650 resistance area. Not too much volume coming in yet, but we did get good volume when it reported earnings, so that's always a good sign. The 20-day moving average is trending above that 50-day moving average, as we like to see, and again is moving in that upward direction, confirming that we have an uptrend happening right now. So going to be watching for that move over that 650. If we start seeing volume come in on Monday, we could really see this thing start to move back up towards 680, 690, and 7 bucks. Let's take a look at OCLR. Oops. See. Again, making another nice flag for us. It's another one that we had an awesome trade on, and now it's pulling back, consolidating. And what do we want to do? Well, if it's going to pull back, consolidate, and have these tight range days, you see the pullbacks on decreasing lower volume. So when this thing breaks out, it's going to break out on increasing volume and start making its next move up and get through that $10 area. So the lowers these tight range days, again, they offer that good risk versus reward for the breakout up and through 10. So this is going to be one of my main watches going into next week, and I'm going to have eyes on it the whole time to see if we start getting that move up towards 10. You can see the 20-day moving average, again, crossing up above that 50-day moving average, confirming that we are indeed going to continue in an upward trend. Let's take a look at REN, another one that's been really strong. Look at the strong trend that this thing had. Look how it rips, it consolidates, it rips, it consolidates, it rips, it consolidates, it rips. So those are the stocks that we want to trade right there. Stocks that rip and consolidate over and over and over on good relative volume. You know why they're doing this? Because the company has good things happening for it. It has whatever the catalyst is, it doesn't really matter. What matters is the fact that the stock keeps moving higher, consolidates, and moves higher. So now we've broken out of this nice wedge here, and now we're putting in a little flag. So we've come basically off these lows around 24 straight to 34. That's a $10 move, and now we're pulled back to around 32.50. That's a nice flag that's being formed here, again, just under this 33.50, 33.40 resistance area. So we're going to see if I start to get a continuation on Monday and it starts heading back towards this 33.40, 33.50. That gives you a great entry with your risk at the low a day for a beautiful 1 to 4 risk reward, just being at your first resistance area, which is such a small move compared to what this chart is capable of making. Look at the 20-day and 50-day moving averages. The 20-day moving average through all of this never once dipped below that 50-day moving average. The 20-day moving average has never even been this close to the 50-day moving average, and it is holding up well and continuing to turn up and move higher, showing continued strength and, again, a confirmed uptrend. Next, let's take a look at ZUMZ. Another one we've had on watch. All the way back here, we had this guy on watch for trend reversal. And look how off that trend reversal, the stocks continued back up to new 52-week highs. And now we're consolidating just under this 25-25 area. So that's going to be the key watch. Look at the 20-day moving average. It's trending up nicely. We're closing into that, showing a tight range, small tight candle. If we get a breakout over 25.25, our risk is just down below 25 bucks. We're risking 25, 35, 40 cents for a stock that can move $2 and $3, $4 at a time. So that's, again, a good risk versus reward entry. You got your 20-day moving average coming up just below it, and gonna watch for a breakout move of 25.25. Alright guys, that is going to wrap it up for this week's Swing Trading Watch List and Market Update. If you guys haven't already, please do me a favor, hit that like button down below, and as always, don't forget to subscribe for future videos. Leave me a comment down below with any questions or concerns. Also, let me know what you guys got on your watch list going into next week. I always appreciate the insight and love to add new great setups to my watch list. If you haven't already, check out the website, eatsleeptrade.net. From there, you can follow us on Twitter as well as like our Facebook page so you can stay up to date on all the stocks that we're watching and trading. We had a huge week the last 2 weeks, and you guys are missing out if you are not following us on social media. As always, guys, thanks for watching. We will see you into next week. Good luck, and we'll see you in the next video.